What's good, y'all? So my brain kind of just kept talking after I got done recording my last video about like not being afraid to go into your dark side or your lower self to learn life lessons, right? But I guess I wanted to continue on with that frequency by just saying that, your journey is your journey. Your spiritual journey is your spiritual journey. Your health journey, your success journey, whatever. You get there however you need to get there. As long as you get there, better late than never, right? A lot of people just assume that they need to be at mastery level the first time they listen to somebody's lecture. You need to be able to manifest like Neville Goddard and Dr. Murphy and Walter Lanians. You need to be as health conscious on day one as like Yaki Awaken and like the Dr. Sebi's and Layla Africa's and such like that. It's like we think that we need to be like, the top G, like what's the dude, the Tate guy, I forgot his first name. But like, he's like basically like broke the YouTube algorithms and now everyone knows this man's face. But it's like you think you have to be like all this type of, why? Why do you have to be like somebody else? They are them because they are them. It's like, I get it, we're all collective, we're all part of those unity consciousness and stuff. Yeah, true. But we're also us. There's a reason why there's separation between me and you. This is my vessel, this is your vessel. We might be sharing the same roadways, but we have different cars. Very simple. Did we get from A to B? Then what's the problem, right? Because like one of the things that I've noticed, and this is actually a reminder that I saw in one of the other videos I was watching, where it pretty much said like, for those of you that are awakened souls, awakened beings, it's like, don't let that go to your head, essentially, and this is something that I definitely had to learn, but it's something I still struggle with, because you want to teach people what you know, but some people simply aren't ready. That's why you have to give people bits and pieces. But it's like we do get a sense of elitism when we the ones that are awakened. Oh yeah, my third eye open, bro. I can see everything, bro. Oh yeah. Oh you a bot, you a sheep. So then that's when those words start to come out. When we start to put ourselves on a pedestal above those of whom have not awakened yet. The way I see it is, well, maybe it's our job to help wake them up. You can't shake some people up. Some people have to wake up on their own time. Some people will be more open to the information. Some people will be a lot more complacent where they are. Leave them behind. I'm sorry, leave them behind. You got a hail of bullets, you got, let's go with fire arrows raining from the skies. Like the last scene in 300, essentially, right? And you're running away from them. Are you gonna get the person that gave up? Oh, I can't no more. Or are you gonna get the person that's still moving forward? Are you going to pull that person, the person that just gave up 20 miles back? Are you going to turn around into those arrows and go get them? Or are you going to pick up the person that's nearest by you, more likely to pick up what you're saying and keep it moving? Some people will go back. More power to you. I'm kind of like that, but not when there's that much shit in the air. Nah. I'm going to wait till there's a little bit of a little breather in the arrows before I go back and get people. You know what I'm saying? But when we on go mode, when we're moving, we're sprinting, hey, you got to keep up with me or I'm going to leave you behind. It's very simple. But you're saying that you're a spiritual content creator. You're saying that you will leave people behind you. Damn right. I mean, the best example I can give is like, my semen retention stuff. Like when I talk to certain individuals, like I can hear the bitch assiness in some of y'all. And I've told you this before. I've said this to some of y'all's faces. Well, I guess virtual faces, but nevertheless, I've said this directly to some of y'all. I can smell the bitch assiness off in you. You're still waiting for my validation. You know what I'm saying? Does this sound right, bro? Hey, so if I do this, I'll be good, right, bro? Yeah, bro. We got in every question with bro in the semen retention community. Hey, bro. Yeah, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, yo, bro. Hey, bro. But nevertheless, but sometimes even though I get it and I'm very honored that you're coming to me for advice, but I'm saying, why are you waiting for me to confirm something that you probably already done or you're going to do anyway? Just go do it. You just have to be, my one of my golden rules is be willing to deal with the consequences of your actions. That goes into all walks of life. Your health journey, semen retention, celibacy, your spiritual journey, whatever. If you know that you're going to be sitting in the middle of a pentagram in the middle of your living room and doing summoning Cthulhu and shit, okay, understand that there's going to be certain groups of people that are with it and some people that are not. Cool. But here's the thing about me. It's like, yes, I'm here for the light. I'm here for the betterment of society. But y'all can't put it by me that I'm the type of dude, like, for example, in the video game that I play, when I'm back at home anyway, I will literally teach people how to beat me, right? It's like, because I got really good at the game, so I'm like, okay, you don't want me to set up my tower here, because if I get both towers up, then I get to attack you from 3 different directions. So you want to make sure that you take down the towers one by one while also keeping your distance and blah, 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 blah. You know, I will literally like give you the blueprint to beat me. Then it's up to you on execution, right? But here's the thing too. It's like, I almost do this because I value the competition. I like having people that know how to defeat my strategy, that know how to beat my character in the game, because then that forces me to have to adapt and do different things and think outside the box. You know, I like the competition. So I'll be the one that will help like a freaking scammer or some shit do their scamming better. I will help the dark side demons become more powerful, because yes, sure, that might sound bad. Some people, oh my gosh, you might be taking it a little too far, but this is just where I am. It's like, I'm like an anti-hero. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for overall for the good stuff, but I'm gonna do whatever I want when I feel like it. You know, it's like, it's kind of like Goku in Dragon Ball Z. He never like killed the bad guys because he wanted them to grow stronger, because he found them to be competition. It was fun to them. This is the same way where I say, like, if you're level, on a scale of 1 to 10, if you're level 3 light, you need to be able to handle level 3 darkness, right? But how will I go to the next levels if I never come into contact with higher level entities above me? Well, sometimes you need to train the people beneath you. They might outpace you on the dark side. Okay, well, you're on the dark side, I'm on the light side. Let's see who wins at the end of the day. You know, I like competition in that regard. You know, I don't care about earthly competition. I don't care about who can do the most push-ups, who can read the most books. I don't care who can, you know, like bench press the most Priuses on their back. Like, I don't care about any of that. You know, my thing is like, for me, my biggest competition is my magic. You know, it's like, I've shit on people on accident when it came to the magical realm. As I talked about in other videos before, I've been spiritually attacked. You know, and the people looking out for me, you know, my ancestors, the higher level beings, whatever. It's like those beings are looking out for me, and they let me know that, hey, that was an attack and you won. You didn't even have to worry about that. You didn't even have to come out of your sleep to beat that one. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of fight I like. Because when I know that there's a lot of stuff acting on me externally, I know that I'm more than likely powerful enough to deal with this solo dolo. And then if I have to go and recruit some help, then I want to get someone either as powerful as me or stronger than me. So now it's my overpowered ass and his or her overpowered ass versus just you. You're gonna lose. Even a little light, even a little flame in the darkness will like defeat the light. You know, one little match will get rid of all the darkness at that point. You see what I'm saying? But then there's like, you know, the way that we judge each other in our own spiritual walks of life, you know? It's like, oh, this dude's spiritual, but he doesn't know anything about crystals. Oh, how does he not know that you can't do this and that? Oh, how does he not know that you can't eat certain foods and blah, blah, blah? Oh, he said that you can eat whatever you want and still have a happy life. I think that's bullshit because I learned from such, well, they learned different things than you, and that's what made them go on that path. That's what made them make that decision. So who are you to tell them that they are right or wrong? Sure, you are definitely entitled to your own opinion, right? But who's to say that you aren't wrong? Or who's to say that 3 weeks from now, you learn something else that makes you go onto their side? So you were just too busy saying, oh, they're wrong, they're stupid, they're not at my same spiritual level, they're not and then you end up coming around and now you agree with them. So are you going to let your pride take over and you're not going to, like, you know, just say, oh, damn, you were right, bro, my bad? Or are you just going to bunker down in your old limiting way of believing things? Oh, well, I mean, yeah, well, I know I did fight you tooth and nail, and some of the stuff you say makes sense, but I'm not going to do it just because that would mean you were right. You know, that's like one of the funniest things, like, especially if I get in, I don't argue, but like, you know, when you get into like little debates with like, especially with my female friends, and like, for example, right, a very simple one. My one friend, you cannot tell her she's wrong. You can't. It's just not going to happen. She's never wrong. But she had the nerve to tell me that I sent her a text at a certain time when I have timestamps on my text. And let's just say, for example, I sent it at 7 p.m., right? 7 p.m. No, you sent it at 8 or 9, whatever. No, screenshot, 7, 8. Well, that's just weird because blah, blah, blah. So you really just couldn't admit that you were wrong there. You're gonna fight until the fat lady sings, the ship is all the way sunk, and it hit the ocean floor. You still gonna keep fighting, huh? I guess I can't be mad at it. There's something to be learned from that as well. But some certain times we do that same type of thing in our own spiritual journeys. Something that we once there's certain people that I couldn't even understand. For example, if you wanted to learn about manifestation from like the PhD level, go look into Judge Thomas Troward. I do believe it. I do remember he was a judge, but like Thomas Troward. And like when you read his books, that's like PhD level manifestation, to the point I open up the book, I'm like, yo, what the hell is man's talking about? But then there's like a certain point though, where there's certain things that were once above my head, I can now grasp and understand and apply in my own world. Who's to say that there's not a perfectly logical argument for eating meat? Who's to say that there's not a perfectly logical argument for being breatharian? You see what I'm saying? This is why you have to realize that your journey is unique to you. You may even be part of a soul tribe. You may be part of a unit. You may be part of a secret agent society. And if you are, please feel free to invite me. I would love to be living off the grid and doing a whole bunch of secret agent shit. You know what I'm saying? That'd be dope. Hit me up. Y'all know where to get in contact with me. You know what I'm saying? It's but that'd be mad fun. But it's who's to say that you can't change your mind? Who's to say that lesson was for that person? And even though you guys are in close proximities and your frequencies are very close and compatible with one another, who's to say that wasn't their lesson at this point in time? I mean, because all of us could sit here and we could look at the water, and if we have person A, B, and C. Person A sees the water and they see a relaxation. Person B sees cleansing. Person C sees nothing because they hate the beach and they don't like being around the water, right? Who's to say that any of us were wrong? Sure, person A and B would say that this person C has a limited scope of looking at the world and not seeing the good things out of everything and blah, blah, blah. But nevertheless, it's that's what they saw. Who are you to change it? Who are you to tell someone that's living a life that's making them happy, fulfilled, they get everything that they want, all their needs are met, all their desires are quenched? Who are you to tell them that they're living life wrong when they are on cloud 9? They are happy in every single moment of their existence. Who are you to tell them that? You're nobody. That's why you need to focus on yourself. Sure, share what you know with the people around you, but there's no point trying to force feed people. It's when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Sometimes your job might be just be there to plant the seed and not to reap the harvest. Sometimes you might be telling somebody something for the very first time, but because you told them that for the first time and they hear it again, I've heard that somewhere. My cousin told me that. Oh, my friend told me that. Oh, that I saw this random YouTube video that says something about blah, blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? It's sometimes I do also feel that we, especially us awakened, chosen one, star seed, blah, 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 all the cute words that we call ourselves. It's we sometimes might we might blow up what our thought or what our role is in this world. And sometimes we might do a very good job at shrinking how big our role is. For example, it's we think we're here to save the world. And I mean, we are, in one shape, form, or fashion, we are here to save the world. That is what I'm here to do. Right. And whether it's a big part or a small part, I'm fulfilling my role. I'm doing my thing. Right. It's okay, sure, I'm saving the world, but I'm not doing enough. I need to have more people, or I need a bigger audience, or I need to have a better message, or I need to do this and I need to change it up and blah, 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 blah. Why? Why do you feel the need? Now, if this is something that's coming from within you, then sure, go for it. And, amplify that message. Go out there and get a bigger audience. Do what you got to do. But I ask, why do you care? For example, sometimes and once again, I get it. It helps you move through the algorithms and all that type of stuff when people hit the like button, all that type of shit. But for me, I find it very strange when someone's pumping out high level intelligence, high level wisdom, high level motivation, high level blah, and then they for me it gets annoying when people keep saying, yo, hit that like button, hit that like button. It's weird to me. It's weird. Speak your fucking message and keep it moving. And this is me talking to even to the people I learned from. Stop worrying so much about the like button. I know you want to get your views up. I know you want to get a bigger audience to preach your message. I get it. But just preach the damn message. What's more important? You begging for likes, disrupting the own flow in your own message, or just, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying not to go on a rant, because it always bothers me when like the people I look up to still do that type of shit. Man, yo, hit that like button. There's 5,000 of you in here, and there's only 200 likes, because maybe these people didn't want to hit the like button. Maybe they didn't feel it necessary to hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? It's like, stop wasting time saying, okay, we're gonna get started when we get to 1,000 likes. No, like, why? What does that do? You know what I'm saying? What does that do? Realistically speaking, there's a cap to where spiritual content creators can get via YouTube. And I'm not saying that from a perspective of limitation, all that type of stuff. There's just ways that control the algorithms that make it look like either you're less popular than you actually are, or they just simply will not push your stuff towards more people. You see what I'm saying? For me personally, it's like, I believe that you should just be happy that you got your message out there. Whether people heard it with their ears or not, you added to the light in the world. You added to the wisdom that's just floating around out there. You added to the knowledge that's free flowing out there. That's what I focus on. But once again, the way I see the world is different from them. While we're on that subject, people charging. People using their spiritual gifts and their spiritual know-how and charging for it. Now don't get me wrong. It's like, I get why people do it. We got bills and we have gifts. So, okay, if I can mix 2 and 2, let me make some money off of some shit that I was born with. Cool. But here's going to be my other thing. Sometimes I figure that some people take advantage of the spiritual conscious community. And I'm not saying as I've dabbled with it. Hell, I got pictures of digital art that I made on Microsoft Paint that I'm selling for $22,000, $60,000 because I made it 222, and you know what I'm saying, and 66 and 33 and that type of stuff. But I be finding it crazy, bracelets like that, the ones I'll be wearing, and they'd be like, oh, this will be 2222 for some shungite, 2222 for a little beaded bracelet. That's cute, but where'd you come up with that price point though? Oh, it's repetition, it's synchronicity, and that charges it. Oh, $369 for a 30-minute consultation. I'm paying you $369.96 so we can talk? Nah, I'm good. But on the other side of the way that I always see both sides of the coin, it's like, okay, well, if someone's got the money to blow and they want to send it, then who are you to stop them from giving it to you? Better than it going to a Walmart or Amazon or something. Instead is going to someone that has a bigger purpose. Now I get it, when you're doing your own thing, your prices have to be a little bit higher because you don't have all these partnerships. You don't have all these corporations backing you. You don't have the suppliers that, all the way like that. So you have to charge a little bit higher to make somewhat of a profit. That's why lone entrepreneurs tend to have higher prices for certain things that you can go to Walmart and get for significantly cheaper. But this is what happens when you do things on your own. So I get the business aspects of things, but certain things are just weird to me. Don't come out here and say you don't go out here. This is even criticisms I have of people that I hold in a very high regard. This is why it's very important to practice discernment and do things and gravitate to where you feel, comfortable, where things resonate with you. There's a certain content creator, I won't say no names, it's not that important, because this isn't that big of a deal, but since my mind is here, and she talks about how she'll never come out here and advertise her services, and that type of stuff. But then by simply you saying, oh, I'm going to stop doing this, or there's a new service out, or this and that, well, that is you publicizing your services. So I get it. It's you want to be spiritual, but you also got to make your money. And I don't have any opposition towards that. I'm just saying, be about it. Hey, I'm here to make some money. If you want to support me, cool. If you don't, cool. But when people try to play wishy-washy and, oh, I'm spiritual, so I'm going to price I'm going to overcharge $333.33 for this string bracelet because it's been charged by the I'm trying to think of some extraterrestrial group, the Palladians or whatever. This string that, I took off of my shoe and I laid it in some sunlight. It's been charged, so now I could charge $333 for the, you know what I'm saying? there's certain aspects where like I'm like, okay, so you told me that these powerful people that were doing all this type of stuff, and they did the complete opposite of what I'm doing. They got all the power that they desired in this physical world. Why do I have to do it? Why do I have to do it exactly like them, or is there another way? You know, when it comes to yoga and preparation for your light body, you do this and that. Yeah, that's cool. Or I can realize that we now live in a mental space now, where this is why I got a head start on my mental alchemy. And I now know that everything that I wish to create in my higher realms and in my lower realms is all dictated by what I place into my mind, what I directly input into the ether, then it will materialize into my world. So why do I have to do things like you? Why do I have to get the same necklaces as you? Why do I have to work with the same crystals as you? Why do I have to work at the same diet as you? Why do I have to do with the same sleep schedule as you, the same exercise schedule as you? Why do I even have to exercise? What if I'm not exercising enough? You see what I'm saying? When you start to ask these questions, you have to realize that you have to do what is best for you at all times, no matter what your group says to do. Because, hey, you know, like the story I've told many a times in high school, for example, there was we had a guest speaker, and this is a memory that I've never forgotten. But it's we had a guest speaker, and he came in, he was just asking typical questions, and everyone rose their hand because everyone rose their hand. Hey, do you guys think that this is the right answer? Everyone rose their hand, and I was just sitting there because no lie, I wasn't paying attention. But but when he asked us, anybody in opposition, I was like, wait, did anyone like not raise their hand? Oh, I'll raise my hand for that. I'll just be opposite. And he said, you see, he's the only one that was correct in this whole classroom. You know, and that was a social experiment to see if people would just raise their hands because everyone else did. You know, it's like, yeah, you see a bunch of spiritual people. They're doing things that interest you. You try them out. Some things work for you. Some things don't. I see certain content creators that be wearing a whole bunch of shit. And I'm like, you look tacky. You look gaudy, but someone can say the same thing about me wearing all these crystals on my neck and on my wrists and such. You know what I'm saying? But that's just our own opinion. Can we respect one another when we're in person? Can we have a conducive conversation when we're in person? Can I communicate with people that operate from the opposite side of the aisle from me? I can. Can you? If you can't, then it just shows where your vibration's at. You know, I understand too where people say, like, you know, protect your energy, protect your vibration. You know, if I'm in a room full of people that I don't like, if I'm in the middle of an interview, I don't care. I'm gonna leave if I don't like the energy. Sure. But the other side of me is, this is why like I value being able to operate from my dark side, is like I will own it. It's like, if you want to have a lower vibrational conversation, we in there. If you want to have a higher vibrational conversation, we in there. You know, but speaking of the higher vibrational side, you know, to be quite honest with you, I find it quite tacky to walk around and, like, instead of saying, hey, what's up? Oh, supreme rising and greatest abundance and gratitude to you, my unified soul. Hey, yo, bro, what's good, bro? How you doing, man? What's the difference? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like he didn't greet me with the grand rising supreme being, neuromelanated gods and goddesses of planet Kai, Gaia, and blah, 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 blah. May you, see, that's too much. Hey, yo, what's good, homie? How are you doing today, friend? Cool. We can skip all the extra syllables because we want to be all higher vibrational and, okay. You know what I'm saying? So does that put me down a peg from you because I don't greet you with supreme rising? You see what I'm saying? Some of the stuff I always just ask myself, and I come to a different conclusion than you do. You know, but I'll be like, okay, is that important? No? Okay, keep it pushing. Who's to say 10 years from now I'm not the one saying grand rising supreme beings? You know, who's to say? But right now, in my current state of my journey, I am being 100% authentic to myself. I am doing everything that benefits me, right? Because if I'm happy, if I'm satiated, if I'm constantly growing, then that means I have more to offer the world and the people around me, right? So with all that being said, you know, it's your journey. You don't have to copy everyone else. Even, like, for example, for those of you that practice semen retention, you don't have to look like me at the end of, you know, your semen retention journey. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to look like me. You don't have to look like anybody else you've seen. Now that you've got all this masculine energy that's not being wasted outside of your body, you can now use that energy to become whoever it is that you want to be. If you want to be like the most testosterone-fueled nerd in the world, hello, then go be that. If you want to become like the new lady magnet, then go do that too. Does it bring you enjoyment out of life? Does it bring you satisfaction? And are you learning from it? And are you acting within balance of yourself? Then who am I to judge? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, don't be surprised when your bad habits, finally become obvious and you can't hide from them anymore. You see what I'm saying? It's like, learn from everything and don't be afraid to make mistakes. You learn from your mistakes. The only L's that you take in life are lessons or losses. Well, someone that's abundant and everything that breaks in my life will be replaced. Everything that I want in my life will come into my life in due time. I can't lose anything. Depending on the context of our conversation, I can't lose anything. So what am I worried about loss for? What am I learning about losing face? What am I worried about looking stupid in front of people because I said the wrong answer out loud or asked a question that someone asked already, or, whatever. I got it from me. Next. And I'm going to go about my business. You know what I'm saying? Always be you, because you have to remember something. Even though like a whole bunch of science has a whole bunch of peer-reviewed articles where people agree on some stuff, there's always that one new doctor that shows up saying some groundbreaking research. Would that person be groundbreaking? Would this person be innovative? Would this person be a new inventor? Would this person make a new invention? If they just did what everybody else was doing around them? No. That's why we are different, because in the world of 999 flavors, we can be flavor 1,000 that no one will have thought to put together. Till the next one, y'all. Peace.